Can you feel that? The wind, the warmth, her hand, it's not real. What you're about to see isn't science fiction. It's happening now, and it could change everything. What if your next kiss was with someone you've never met? What if your mouth watered from food that didn't exist? And what if you could feel the brush of wind from a memory? Inside a place that wasn't real? This isn't science fiction anymore. This is the new frontier of virtual reality. A world where you can touch the impossible. For decades, virtual reality was just that, virtual. We could see it, we could hear it, but we were always just watching. Now, a silent revolution is unfolding. Scientists are unlocking the final senses, touch, taste, and smell. And once we cross that line, we may never experience reality the same way again. Virtual reality used to be a toy, fun, distracting, something to escape into, but never truly believe. Then came the hands. The first time someone reached into a virtual world and felt it push back. Meet haptics, technology that mimics physical sensations through electrical pulses, vibrations, even muscle stimulation. Companies like Meta, Sony, and Haptic are racing to create gloves and suits that simulate pressure, texture, even temperature. Imagine running your fingers across sand in a virtual desert and feeling every grain, things that squeeze and push back. Haptic, Meta, and dozens more have developed haptic suits that simulate everything from the tension of pulling a bowstring to the warmth of sunlight on your neck. But what about taste? No screen can recreate the richness of chocolate or the spice of curry, right? Not anymore. In Japan, researchers are building lickable screens and electrogustatory interfaces, devices that simulate flavor by sending tiny electrical currents to your tongue. No food, no chewing, just pure neural trickery. We're not just watching anymore. We're touching the code itself. This doesn't have any food. It sends a current. The brain fills and arrests. This is electrogustatory stimulation. Your tongue is tricked with microscopic electrical pulses to taste what isn't there. Some call it the Spotify of flavor. And it's not alone. In a dim lab in Tokyo, a scent printer hums to life. It's part of a project to recreate smell on command. You could walk through a forest in VR and inhale the scent of pine and wet earth. The secret? Micro cartridges filled with hundreds of scent molecules, mixed in real time, like Spotify for your nose. We don't make perfume. We make memory. This is digital smell, built with cartridges and scent mixers. They can recreate the odor of a 1967 library, or the cologne your father used to wear. But why stop at simulation? It gets stranger. Some believe this is just the beginning, the blending of physical and digital worlds. In Korea, a grandmother puts on a headset and sees her daughter, lost years ago. When she reaches out, she feels her hand. She smells her perfume. She cries. This isn't entertainment anymore. This is emotional resurrection. The woman had lost her daughter to illness 6 years ago. Today, she sees her again, hears her voice, feels her arms wrap around her. She smells like lavender. That's what she always wore. This isn't just about tech. It's about memory, emotion, connection. With enough sensors, enough feedback, you could touch your dreams, taste a memory, smell a place that never existed. But what happens when these synthetic senses become indistinguishable from the real? Will we want to return to the ordinary? There are no laws here yet, no boundaries. What's to stop someone from engineering an addiction to flavor, to pleasure, to digital contact that feels better than real life? Once our senses are programmable, so are we. But there's another side. What happens when virtual pleasure becomes more satisfying than real life? We had one tester who refused to leave the sim. He said, "Out here I'm alone. In there I'm loved." We stand on the edge of a sensory singularity, a place where technology doesn't just connect us, it consumes us. And when every sense can be simulated, we must ask one final question. When we can dial in perfect flavor, touch, and affection, will reality ever be enough again? And if your senses can be programmed, what about your fears? Your trust? Your consent? Touch, taste, smell, They define what it means to be human. But what happens when they're no longer tied to the body? When you can feel a lie, crave an illusion? Haptic technology is rapidly evolving, offering increasingly realistic and nuanced touch sensations. Recent advancements include wearable devices like the WeTac glove, which uses electrical feedback to simulate touch, and the development of sensation-sharing technologies that allow users to feel movements and tactile sensations from another person remotely. Additionally, haptic patches that can mimic complex skin deformation patterns are being developed, offering greater realism in simulated touch. Key advancements in haptic technology. WeTac glove. This ultra-thin, glove-like device uses electrical feedback to create a wide range of touch sensations, according to Forbes. Sensation-sharing technology. Researchers are developing systems that allow users to share tactile sensations, such as the texture of fabric or the feel of shaping clay, with others across distances, as reported by Forbes. Haptic patches. These patches are designed to simulate the complexity of human touch by replicating skin deformation patterns, including pokes, stretches, and complex surface movements, according to Northwestern University News. FOM actuators. These small, compact actuators can poke or stretch the skin, offering a wider range of tactile sensations compared to traditional haptic devices. Haptic feedback in virtual reality and gaming. Haptic technology is being used in VR and gaming to enhance immersion by allowing users to feel the texture of surfaces, the impact of virtual blows, or the recoil of a gun. Haptic feedback in military applications. Haptic systems are being tested in military settings to provide tactile feedback for commands and other signals. According to In2Tech, haptic technology in surgical robotics. St. Joseph Hospital uses a custom haptic technology in Mako Smart Robotics, which provides surgeons with visual, auditory, and tactile feedback to limit soft tissue damage. Future trends. The global haptic technology market is projected to experience significant growth, driven by demand for immersive experiences and innovative applications. According to Globe Newswire, haptic technology is expected to play a crucial role in the development of more realistic and immersive virtual and augmented reality experiences. The integration of haptic feedback into various applications, such as autonomous systems in healthcare, will continue to expand, improving user experiences and operational precision.